Hello everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Oh, Season 2, Episode 12, Star Trek Discovery. What do we have to say about this episode? Alright, I have to, you know what, we're gonna start with the good. We're gonna start with the good parts of this episode. I will give it the spoiler-free, alright, let me give it a spoiler-free score. Oh. Since parts of this episode were actually more to my personal taste from time to time than other parts of this episode. Oh, but you also have to weigh in the entire season because it is one overarching story. We have the overarching story of the whole Red Angel and the Section 31 stuff and all of these things and the Red Angel. So when you kind of incorporate that they did try and set an overarching story that could have worked, and you do kind of have to, every episode's interconnected, so you have to weigh the other episodes. I'm going to, because you have to do that, and because every little single detail and tiny, it's like they have like the right idea, but none of the pieces fit together, right? You know, they had like one good thought, and just the execution was bad. You know, it's like if you look off at a distance and you can kind of see, is that a Picasso? And then as you get closer, every little paint stroke is actually made with like bodily fluid, you know? Like somebody smeared feces for all the browns and blood for the reds, etc., etc. That is kind of what Star Trek Discovery is. On you know, from a distance, it looks pretty, it looks polished, it looks professional. But when you get closer, it's just not well done. To be perfectly honest, it is just not well executed. It has some of the most insulting moments I've seen in Star Trek, some of the most disgusting moments I've seen in Star Trek, and it has a couple of decent moments here and there. So yeah, a good solid 4 out of 10 for the non-spoiler thing. It's you cannot watch this mid-season. If you're not watching the entire thing up until this point, don't pick up now. Absolutely don't pick up on episode 12. You will have no idea what's going on. It won't make sense. Yeah, this show is something you definitely want to skip. Now, full spoilers. I'm gonna go with one good thing. There's a little side plot. They decided to bring back Jet Reno this episode. So full spoilers, you guys have been warned. They brought back Jet Reno this episode. And, you know, the Jet Reno stuff here, you know, obscure the thing, do that. I do need to use a couple of screenshots to really, really stress some of my review things. So we're obscuring it. Image reversed. We have Dr. Culber and Jet Reno back in sickbay. This is just a little side plot or a subplot in the story. She notices that Stamets and Hugh are you know, that Stamets is like uncomfortable with Hugh. She's kind of stupid about how she says it. She's like, you know, oh geez, hasn't it been weeks? Well, if they were together for years, yeah, weeks is not enough time usually for most people to get over a breakup or whatever. But she does take it upon herself, and it's actually kind of funny how she does it. She's like, I have a hangnail, I need medical attention, just to kind of have an excuse to talk to him and say, hey, I've been through that before, my wife died, etc., etc. We kind of assumed that about her anyway. I kind of figured because... But you know, that's fine. I don't care who you're sleeping with. The sentiment of the scene was actually really, really good. It was that, you know, her partner died, and then she's like, the moral of the story for her to him is, hey, you don't have all the time in the world. Get your ass over there, talk to Paul, he misses you. That was one of the better moments of this episode. It's a little soap opera-y, but it could work in real Star Trek. Like, this really felt like a reshoot. Even the whole cafeteria scene where she came from prior, where they've got like all the crew there. Tilly wasn't there at all for some reason, but they had pretty much all of the B crew, you know, like Lisa Left Eye and Mrs. T and Nebula without the makeup from season 1. So they have some of the B crew there, and Stamets and Jet Reno, and they're eating lunch. or dinner or whatever. And that's what led up to this. And I think that was a good choice, having some human moments. Definitely a good choice. It sounds like they are listening. They just need to get smarter. They just need to understand what they're doing. So that was the good scene in this. We gotta start from the beginning though, and that was just the B plot. So the whole full plot is they have to they learn that the time crystals are in the same place where Vok Tyler, the Klingon spy, threw the baby or placed the baby at to be he sent him to a monastery instead, because when we had the dead baby head, that really wasn't a dead baby head. We just kind of like to use that for effect, right? And hey, this isn't Star Trek, right? So we use that for effect of, hey, that's not Star Trek. Star Trek wouldn't have a giant severed baby head in it. This does get gory. This episode does get very, very gory in a bit, but so they go and they have to, like, I guess, talk to him because that monastery conveniently protects all the time crystals, because the Klingon Empire, one of the most powerful, they search for power. They search for conquest. That is their thing. They like power. They like to be the baddest motherfuckers in the galaxy, right? They have a planet that they know about with time crystals. That just grows them all over the place, right? Oh, they're too dangerous. They're too powerful. Fuck you, Discovery. I mean, seriously. Do you guys know Star Trek? It's clearly they don't. They don't know Star Trek when they're writing this. But they're trying. And, I hate having to be nice about it, but I don't want to get another strike immediately. Of course, even though if I did get a strike for anything else, I would know they're stalking me and just want to shut me up for my reviews. So I'm screwed there, right? Or so they're screwed there. But, so that's like the main plot of this episode is going to this time area. And of course, L'Rell can't go and Vok can't go because he's supposed to be dead and the kid's supposed to be dead, and where that monastery is, and they're like, oh, I would never give him a name, blah blah blah. So they're expecting he's gonna be this baby, but no, he's on this area where they can do like time manipulation, where it's not how time works, but some areas in the same section of space, right? Some areas will have like a plant growing really radically. And it's so, it doesn't make sense as far as time is concerned. You would have one pocket of space that affects things differently. You can't have a guy, like if he reached in to touch the flowers that are growing or the plants that are growing, his hand would shrivel up and die and age as well in that pocket of space-time. That's how that works. And it's really hard to kind of dumb down. It's really hard to dumb down. So that's that little plot, and then there's the other plot, like the secondary plot where Michael Burnham and Spock end up going on a shuttle, because a shuttle can basically spore over anywhere in the galaxy now, to go and find this abandoned Section 31 ship where they think like everything's dead. They're trying to get the AI information or something, or delete it or something. Same thing with Discovery. Like, okay, the biggest problem, the whole overarching story with this is AI has the control of Discovery and the Section 31 ship. Why not blow up both ships? Just blow up both ships. Just blow up both ships. Problem solved, right? But no, they can't do that. So they have this whole convoluted, Michael Burnham and Spock go do this, talk to the guy, blah, blah, blah. They find a guy, he's dead floating in space, and he, of course, is the AI, which we all saw him coming a million miles away. Because, everybody was dead in their space, and you have a lot of corpsicles floating around in space. They like the corpsicles in this series, I've noticed. And it's kind of hilarious. There's some other really awesome, hilarious stuff that is coming up, too, so don't unclick me yet. Oh, yeah, so Pike gets down to the Klingon place, and of course Vok and L'Rell's kid is all grown up, and... Oh, I gotta show you. This is fucking Skyrim, right? Welcome to Skyrim. I guess we're gonna go see the Greybeards and learn how to Vus Roda or something. But no, this is that Klingon planet where the monastery is. It looks like Skyrim. It really looks like Skyrim. It looks so much like Skyrim, and it's crazy. But of course, Pike says, "No, I'll go. You guys can't go. Neither of you can go. One's dangerous. One's this and that. Blah blah." So of course, he volunteers to go down to the planet. Oh, and it is like a Klingon world. And of course, I gotta show what these Klingons look like. But no, this just is ripped off straight out of Skyrim. I've fallen off here many times with my horse, right? So, we have a Klingon mixed with a Cardassian. We have a Klingon mixed with an ape Zindi. And then, of course, we have a Klingon mixed with an Andorian with somehow they got the Minbari headpiece wrong, mixed with a wraith for the hair. What is this makeup? I thought you guys were supposed to be good at makeup. This is not good makeup. This is a rip-off mishmash of a whole bunch of things, and none of these look like Klingons. None of these look like Klingons, right? And of course, they're protecting these time crystals. This is actually the dead baby fully grown. Full spoiler. And when I say dead baby, it was just like a little ploy. L'Rell's like, oh, my lover and my child died to save my honor and blah, just so they could escape. That was probably the worst episode I've ever seen of Discovery. So pretty much anything since then is just uphill. Oh, Lord. So yeah, we've got those guys. Oh, I gave you the wrong thing too quickly for the next thing. Pike has to go and basically they steal something from The Empire Strikes Back, where they have to show Pike, go in and see this thing, but you blah 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 blah. You have to kind of face your own fears. Yeah, because somebody watched Empire Strikes Back. I'm impressed. So Captain Pike has to go through and he ends up seeing in the most grotesque sort of thing possible here. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm scrolling the wrong way. Right? So he sees himself here in the chair. But it's not the chair, it's 25% different. He walks up and he sees himself in the chair. He has to face his own fear and how he gets in the chair and his face is all melting. Did I grab that one? Oh, I didn't grab that one. I thought I grabbed that screenshot. Oh, no, I did. I grabbed the one where his face is melting. But they even rip off the thing from Wrath of Khan where Spock puts his hand on the glass. They've done that twice in this season where they've ripped that off. So... yeah, but no, we do see like his own face, and he's screaming as his face is melting. It actually looks like his face is melting with really bad CGI and pizza effects. It's kind of terrible. It's kind of terrible and horrifying. I kind of liked how intense and gory this was, but I liked it when I saw it in Empire Strikes Back as well. So, there you go. There's that. The other big, huge spoiler thing, this is for next week that I do have to get into, is that we get to see the Enterprise bridge. Oh, but wait, that's not the Enterprise. That's the 25% different Enterprise complete with a view screen. This doesn't look like the Enterprise to me. It kind of does here and there with some of the bips and bops up here, some of these little blinky lights. What are you doing? What are you doing, Discovery? It's But hey, we got our little Big Bang Theory. Oh, it's Pike moment. That's Pike, and we're supposed to go woo because we remember it. Because showing me something I remember is more important than telling a story, right? Than telling a cohesive, coherent point A to point B, right? Oh, yeah, so... this episode is terrible. They're always terrible. Every episode is terrible. You don't have one that's any better than the other. Like I said, 4 out of 10. It actually kept me interested for a while. There was a lot of mumble... I'm Michael Burnham, and I'm the most important person. And Vok, you're still in love with L'Rell, and you mean everything to me. But I'm Michael Burnham, and I'm I'm the best Michael Burnham that ever Michael Burnham. And I don't like that whisper acting crap. So that is Star Trek Discovery. Blah blah blah. Fucking what the hell was the name of this episode? I don't even remember the name of this episode. It's something pretentious, like Raw Hideaway. It was a line from the Manson Family's Raw Hideaway. That's all I remember. Through the Valley of the Shadows. That was it. So, yeah. That's how I remember stuff. I associate it with obscure songs that no one's ever heard it from me. Through the Valley of the Shadows. Episode 12 of Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am... Mecha Random 42, I am the Mechanical Harpy. This is not even my final form. I will see you on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!